everyone, my name is Sheridan Sorrow, and today I'm going to be talking about the power of genuine connection. Starting off, I want you all to think for a minute about how often you use your phone, your laptop, or any other smart device, any type of media use. This can be working on your laptop for school, using social media on your phone, playing games on your phone, even watching TV or listening to music. I want you to think about how often you do this and how it affects your life. Now you're probably thinking that you use your phone a lot throughout the day, and I'm guessing it's a lot more than you think it actually is. Now I want you to imagine that there are no phones, no tablets, no laptops, and everything is just taken away. There's no phone calls, no texting, and everything that you do is face-to-face with other people. How is your life looking different than how it was with technology in your life? I'm guessing it's a big change. Over the past 15 to 20 years, the rise of smartphones and tablets have increased exponentially. This also includes the decline of social interactions throughout those 15 and 20 years. A researcher, Kostadin Kushlev, says, cell phone use drains our cognitive capacity so that we're less able to follow conversations or to interpret others' social signals. So what does this mean? This means that we are using our phones and using our smart devices instead of using our social skills and talking to people face to face. I know this all too well. I've used my phone and my smart devices over and over again. One of the times that I can think of that I use my phone or any other smart device is a concert. We go to concerts to see a musician or an artist live, which is super awesome. But if you've been to a concert recently, you probably have been able to tell that everybody has their phones up and is recording the musician instead of actually watching the musician live. It's a really funny concept that we do it, but we all have done it in the past 15 to 20 years because it's so accessible to us. Another time that I've used my phone in a time that I probably shouldn't is at dinner. The time when I am spending time with my loved ones or with friends, I am using my phone or my phone is right next to me, accessible for me to use at any point. Walking or traveling to class, to school, or to vacation, most of the time you're on your phone or any type of media use. This maybe isn't the best thing to do when you're around people, when you have the opportunity to talk to people and get to know them. Technology affects many parts of our lives, both positively and negatively. Today I'm going to focus on the negative effects of technology in our lives. The three most important things that I'm going to talk about is how technology affects our communication, our social cognition, and our empathy. A digital wellness educator, April Whitting, says, feelings aren't learned by looking at screens. When we lose the ability to read facial expressions, we lose empathy. So when we're looking at our screens all day for work or for school or for whatever it may be, we're losing that ability to connect with other people and be able to understand their feelings and how to relate with them. Because we're not seeing their expressions face to face, but over a screen, we're losing those skills to be able to talk to other people. Building connections with other people over social media or over the phone or over texting is a lot different now than how it used to be. When we are talking to someone face to face, we are very vulnerable and authentic. When we're talking to someone over the screen, it's like there's a barrier between you two. There isn't that ability to create the connection in a way that you would be able to face. Being open and honest in our interactions with other people cultivate that deeper connection with them and allows us to be able to make those connections with people that we haven't ever met before. Social media. So let's talk about social media a little bit for a second. Social media is a big part of our lives. There's marketing, there's fun, there's any recreational activities, searching engines. Social media basically does it all. But social media has a virtual connection that connects us to other people around the world. And studies show that as we have increased our social media use, we have been disconnected with the people around us, those people that we see every day, because we are focused on the connections that we make over social media. In 2023, there was an estimated 4.9 billion social media users worldwide. The average person spends about 145 minutes on social media every day. And that's just the average, because I know for me, I'm spending a lot of time on social media a day with work and just for a relaxation technique. So how does social media affect our mental health and our lives in general? Social media can negatively impact our overall well-being. As you may know, social media affects our anxiety levels, our depression levels, and our loneliness levels. Studies show that teenagers and young adults today tend to be more lonely than the elderly and widowed who are in the past generations. So let's create more unplugged moments. We should be able to recognize places where we should set aside our devices. This could be concerts, dinner, or your travel to class, but find and recognize those places where you can set aside your devices and be able to relax and enjoy the people who you are around. Finding a new hobby is a really great place to start. We've lost our skills in being outside because of the technology use that we have today, and we haven't been able to develop those skills as much as we would have 20, 30 years ago. Let's just get out and have fun. We'll take the advice that our parents gave us when we were growing up to get out and play around outside, because that is what's going to make us happier today than on social media. Smiling. Smiling really does a lot for our brains and for our development as a person. Dean Lee says, when our smiling muscles contract, they fire a signal back to the brain, stimulating our reward system, and further increasing our level of happy hormones or endorphins. In short, when our brain feels happy, we smile. Our brains feel happier. So what does that mean? It means that the myths are true. When we are smiling, our brains become happier. And when we're happier, we're smiling. It's a two-way system. So let's ditch all of these when we have the opportunity to. When we have the opportunity to connect with someone face to face, let's ditch these items on social media and start to look a little bit more at these. Building connections face to face, building that genuine connection with those around you, both the people that you know and love and people that you've never met before. So what I'm inviting you guys to do is set down that phone and be able to look up in the situations that you can. And one last important thing is don't forget to smile.